Hello and welcome to Pune Times Mirror. I'm Prince Chaudhuri. Today we are excited to welcome Sangeeta Roy Chaudhuri, who is joining the advisory board of Pune Times Mirror. In this conversation, we'll explore two impactful social media platforms which she manages: Wealth Queen, launching on 3rd of March, and the YouTube channel Your Icon. With women making 50% of the population, it's essential that they have the ability to make independent decisions without having to consult a financial expert. Your Icon, which boasts of a community of 80,000 participants, serves as a platform where individuals share their inspiring personal stories, highlighting the challenges they have faced and how they overcome them. Ms. Chaudhuri, could you elaborate on the core focus of Wealth Queen and what makes it unique?
Okay, so I have been into the financial industry for over last 2 decades. And in my interaction with various women leaders, what I have found is that they could manage people globally. Maybe they are having 300, 400 people reporting to them. But the moment it comes to a financial decision, they will take a pause. They would say, I'll go back, consult my husband and come back. Okay. And that kind of raised my eyebrow. Okay. When you're able to manage global team, why can't you take a financial decision? Absolutely. I went back to them, no matter maybe the director of the Google or director of Microsoft or any very powerful ladies, it is still, they believe that we are not good enough on making financial choices. And I don't know if you remember, there's a video was made by Paytm, that group of ladies and the gents are standing together. The moment they started asking probing questions that who are the person who rode bicycle, come a step forward, who have done, the first car, come a step forward. So everybody, the ladies and the guys, they were all in the same step. The moment the question was probed, how many of you filed your own return? Step back. Oh. How many of you manages your savings? Step back. So there's a huge gap created between the male and the female. And then they turn back and these females are equal caliber, but still they're not able to do. Why is that so?
Is it because that making a financial decision, especially for people who are, the top echelons of society or they're head honchos of, companies, do you think because it involves a lot of money, that hesitation comes in?
I think it is sort of told to us from childhood that financially, generally we have seen our fathers going to work and bringing the livelihood.
Right.
But if you remember, during our childhood days, father would bring that money and give it to the mother for the mother to budget, plan and everything.
Absolutely.
But always it's ingrained in our brain from the childhood that we are not that good enough to manage finances.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that kind of triggered. So very interestingly, I ran a wealth management company for 3 years, and then there are about 30% of the people who were women. So I figured out who are the women taking those financial decisions. Either they're divorcee or single women, or their husbands are not working, or they're singles. The moment they're married and supposed to be the capable husband who was working, they generally depend.
Dependency factor comes in.
I know it is across category, from the maid servant to the director of the company, across category. If the woman falls under the 4 category, then only they're taking the call. The other category, they said, I will go back and consult. Sorry, I need to check. So that is something I think missing. And I'm trying to create a, gap, try to bond that gap from the missing link.
Empower women, actually.
Exactly. That's actually
financially.
The motto. Financially, yeah, because it is important for women to be financially independent, no matter wherever you are. Absolutely. It is very critical to have your own finances sorted, to something happened to your life, maybe a divorce, maybe a husband, passing away, maybe something else. Why should we be at the mercy of the society? Why can't we hold off for ourselves? And that's the whole motto I'm going to work on.
So these women that you're talking about in those 4 categories who have made the decision, the financial decision, without having to consult someone else, how have they fared?
They are the ones, since they are the only bread earner in the family, or they are not dependent.
Okay.
They are not married, or they are divorced, or they are single, or they are not dependent financially.
Okay.
They are able to take the call.
They are able to take
the moment they are successful but dependent, they are unable to take the call.
But when they have made this call, have they run into any kind of glitches or obstacles? Have their investments produced results?
Okay, there are a lot of financial advisors in the country. If you're not with the right guided hand, you might mess it up.
Right.
So that's why my whole motto to create a platform which will bring the knowledge, the right decision-making ability to be able to choose and, guide them. So that they do not get sort of lost in this jargonic world,
right,
and make wrong decisions.
Yeah, and their investments will bring in fruitful results as well.
Yeah, eventually. That is the whole idea I'm working on.
Wow, great. Also, could you share the broader vision behind your icon,
Right,
and how it aims to empower the participants?
So your icon started in the midst of COVID, 2021. I remembered that everybody was sitting at home, right? And I said, why don't I create a platform to share powerful stories of powerful people?
Absolutely.
So the kind of people who have come and talked about their life journey,
Okay.
may it be the business world founder, maybe the Farsi Cafe founder, may it be, promoter of Big Basket, everybody came and shared their life stories, wherein the message is that it is possible by the dint of your persistence and conviction.
Right.
And what I realized in that, when I share the story, people connect.
Oh.
Right? People connect with the dots. See, there are only that one person who's above 99%.
Right.
When I bring that one person in a platform, when they share their struggle, their journeys, their stories, it is a very motivating factor for the 99% people.
Absolutely.
What are the things? We only get to see the success as an iceberg.
Right.
Tip of that 1%.
Right.
Baki 99%, the late night, the hardship, the failure, all of this nobody sees.
Yeah.
So success, overnight success, is a 15 years of hard work.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And that is the story I bring onto the table to the viewers, where
Wow.
they get empowered and they get some takeaway that we are also capable to make a change in our life.
That's great. And how many people in your icon have really participated and, shared their life journeys?
So we have about close to about 35 odd people. In fact, a couple of Pune's biggest, the billionaires of the Pune, they have also come and shared their story.
Wow.
We know all about the journey of Mr. Saurav Gadgil, who brought the gold into the $1 billion industry, right?
Absolutely.
The billionaire. So he also came and shared his story. We have Chitle Group also coming and sharing their story. So these are real life story, how they transformed a brand being recognized, the iconic brand. So those are the people I bring onto the table to share their challenges, their stories, their life, to give the inspiring message to the masses that it is also possible by you.
And what made you, get into something like this, thinking that you will, share the journeys of iconic people?
I have been noticing,
Right.
we generally follow them, right? What they're saying, because they've achieved something different.
Right.
So what is their missing point that they are able to gain, which 99% cannot gain? So that was my quest to search.
I see.
And that 1% eventually I found out it is that consistency and persistency and hard work, and then believing that one vision and one dream and continuously visualizing that I'll get there one day, eventually get them, make it happen.
That's great. One last question. In these iconic people who have spoken to you, were they women as well?
Of course, there are a couple of women in there, okay, of course. And there will be many more women coming up. In fact, your icon is going to focus a lot of the women-related episode.
Oh.
I'm going to bring all this iconic figure to come and talk about why women need to be empowered financially.
Absolutely.
What are the things they need to do. So there'll be a lot of, lot of women also have participated in the channel.
Amazing. Truly amazing. Thank you so much, for being with us and talking to us. And welcome to the Pune Mirror's advisory board. So we were in conversation with Sangeeta Roy Chaudhuri, and, on the two amazing platforms, social media platform that she's managing. And we welcome her aboard the Pune Mirror's advisory board. Thank you, ma'am.
so much. It's a pleasure and honor to be part of this board. Thank you.